The story is a long story because we started out over 20 years ago.
As a refresher, in the early 2000s, Winans announced a massive plan for the space, one with a $60 million price tag. But for years, the site sat nearly empty.
During the crisis of the financial institutions in 2008, it stopped, but our faith kept growing.
In 2023, the city of Detroit sued the church, saying construction had not been completed fast enough. Neighbors in the area expressed frustration about the delays. Both the city and the church later came to terms, and the lawsuit was dropped in turn for a schedule of goals and a timeline that had to be met.
We've had to find financial institutions that would help us, and it's just been one roadblock after the other.
We're told the building is nearly 170,000 square feet and over 16 acres of land. Damon Tools, the president of Tools Contracting Group, who's handling the build, tells us the sanctuary will seat over 3,000 people and the chapel will seat 500. There will be a 400-seat amphitheater in front of the church, a grand staircase inside, along with large executive spaces inside, Sunday school rooms, and massive parking lots.
Started off as an 18-month construction project, and we're probably in month 23 now. So one of the things that was significant to this project, because it started 16 years ago, was that in that time frame, the stormwater retention system laws changed.
As a result, they've put in a new water retention system.
At the point now that we're on a line to completion, all of the challenges have pretty much been met.
Bishop Winans says although his congregation has been challenged throughout this process, he's hopeful for what's to come. And we asked him what his vision is for everything ahead.
Continuing to work and believe God, to continue to inspire your people, and to know that this building is going to be an asset to the city of Detroit.
We know the church expects construction to be done by the end of the year, but the details on the specific opening are still being planned.
A church that's been in the making for nearly 20 years.
We covered the announcement of Pastor Marvin Winans' dream to build the new church. Now a lawsuit by the city and a countersuit by the church is leading to a showdown in court.
7 Action News anchor Carolyn Clifford takes us to Detroit for a special look inside the unfinished building and talks with city leaders about what they want to see done.
You've likely seen the new Perfecting Church at Woodward and 7 Mile. It is massive, 35,000 square feet, and sits on 16 acres of land. Bishop Marvin Winans granted us an exclusive tour.
This is your neighborhood, where you grew up.
This is where I grew up.
The renderings of this 4,200-seat sanctuary, spectacular.
So when we walk up here, these are going to be
seats. A gorgeous winding staircase.
And the whole space will be flooded with light from stained glass.
A chapel for weddings and a 1,000-seat banquet space.
So this is all structural steel.
We're told the core is complete. Electrical, heating, underground plumbing, gas lines for the kitchen.
We've run sprinkler systems.
And the ceiling fully coated with flame retardants.
It is solid. There's no rainwater coming in. It is a sound structure.
The price tag so far, $20 million, all paid in full by the church.
So all of the underground work for this facility is done.
But it's been 2 decades, and according to the city, no building permits have been pulled since 2018. Attorney David Jones is the lead counsel for Perfecting Church.
Tell me the biggest obstacles.
There was some financing that was lined up. Local banks, they had signed up and they pulled out.
Now the city is suing. Lead corporation counsel Conrad Mallett says Detroit requested a building status report from a certified structural engineer stating the building is, in fact, in good shape. There was no answer by the February deadline.
Why the crackdown on Perfecting Church now?
Because really, I just became the corporation counsel. Blight is something that has plagued the city of Detroit for decades.
Counsel for Perfecting Church argues there is no blight, no broken windows, no graffiti.
This is the entry.
And 24-hour round-the-clock security.
What is the city demanding from Pastor Winans and the church?
They're actually to come in, appoint a receiver, and seize the property. That's a taking, and there's absolutely no justification.
Mallett claims the city does not want the property.
What we want is a responsible plan and backed up by financial evidence that the building can be completed.
Mallett says he's hoping the judge will appoint a receiver, and if Perfecting cannot finish the church in a reasonable time period, it should be sold, with the proceeds going back to Perfecting Church. Counsel for Perfecting says they are close to getting the financial backing they need.
Once you secure that $20 million, how long it will take?
About 18 months.
Meantime, the church has filed a countersuit against the city.
We're going to ask the judge to very quickly assess the property, perhaps even take a tour like you're doing today, and determine, and so she can see for herself, this is not a public nuisance.
Mallett says the city wants to see signed contracts with the architects and contractor and their certifications.
These are basic requests, and we are the city of Detroit, and the city of Detroit has a right to that information. And we've asked for it politely, and we've asked for it more than once.
Perfecting Church calls this selective prosecution.
What's the message to the city today?
We didn't look for the fight, but we're not running from it either. The city has no right to do what they're attempting to do, and we're hopeful that a judge is going to determine real quickly that Perfecting is allowed to complete the project.
Carolyn,
on that, construction is finally resuming on the new Perfecting Church right on Woodward and 7 Mile. Well, tonight, Pastor Winans also gave me an update on that project, nearly 20 years in the making.
over the past 8 months, teams of construction workers from Tools Contracting Group have been busy both inside and outside this massive 168,000 square foot structure that will be the home of the new Perfecting Church, transforming what had long been seen as a stalled project.
We are working feverishly so that we will have our opening in 2026. And with all of the things that people don't know fall in the line, from tariffs to the interest rates, all of that can determine how fast or how slow things go.
One of the partners at Tools Contracting told us the land surrounding the church has been graded. Tree removal is complete, and new curbs, sidewalks, and parking lots are taking shape, with space for 705 cars.
So I understand you've had contractors in here for about 8 months now, busy working.
We've been working. This is 2025. We've been having folk in and out since we started back up. It has been a continual grind, slow in some areas. Some things are long lead items where you have to place the order months and months ahead.
Inside, crews have finished fireproofing the structure and completed the acoustics in the